This was our first attempt at Zoom, and I said Trisha did an excellent job in editing. There were a lot of things I had my back to you, and so that wasn't really great, and you couldn't see exactly what I was doing. When we get to this portion of the wine cork wreath, just watch the video and we will discuss it. I'll show you later the best possible way of putting it together. There were no directions for this, and so it is kind of hard to do, but it turns out really cute. So I do want you to be able to do that. If you have any questions, make sure you go to the chat box. And the other thing I said was, we're going to do this. It is a cinnamon stick Christmas tree made out of strips of fabric. That's going to be December 7th at 2 o'clock. Let's see if you can see it. I haven't done it, but it looks fairly simple. You'll have all your supplies. If I get really energetic, I plan on doing this, the strips will already be cut for you. So it should be quick and easy, hopefully. I guess I should never say quick and easy. And I think I have covered everything. Trish, did I say everything I was supposed to?
You did.
And you're gonna come in when somebody has a question, right, in the chat box, and let me know what the question is.
Correct.
Okay, or will I see that?
And I will share the screen whenever you're ready to start the video.
I think we are ready to start. All right, so here we go, gang. Hey, people. I'm Roberta, and some of you remember me from the Pinterest classes that we held here in the library. And I want to show you in your packet that you have here, there is your supplies for 2 Christmas ornaments that we'll be making. The first one is in a separate bag, and this one is the wine cork Christmas tree. Okay, so hopefully everything is in there. All right, and the second one is we're going to make a glass ornament ball, which is this little one. And you can buy these. In fact, you can get them probably at the dollar store, the plastic ones. I've had these forever that I get at Hobby Lobby for half price. So this is what we're making here. And those supplies are, these are your colored pieces that go in the ball. This is what I call the filler. And you either have some white, clear plastic beads or pearls, or you have your choice of doing some brown. Okay, so you've got those 2 opportunities there. And then you have your little bow. And you have, as I throw that around, these are your little strips of paper, which I tore from an old dictionary. And that's what you're going to wrap around on the pencils that I gave you. And for those of you at home on our supply list, I tell you what supplies you need to have in your house. So what we're going to do is, if I were doing this again, I think there's about 10 to 12 strips of paper. And if I were at home, I would do this overnight so that it doesn't lose its little, I guess it doesn't look bad like that.
That's cute.
Okay, like that. So what you're going to do, this is very fragile, so don't tug too tight on your strips. And you're just going to hold the one end, and see I just tore the end because it is so old.
Just one at a time?
Yes, for now. One at a time. So separate them out. Take your little clip off of them, off of the strips. And You can add another one. You can have 5 or 6 separate pencils or something similar that you can wrap your strips around. And that's just to give it the nice little curl. You know, if you have curly ribbon at home, you can use that. You know, where you run it over a scissors. And actually, you know, if these were a little damp, that would probably help to hold them in place. So you can either use water at home or, you know, it's your house. You can use spit. I really don't care. I think in this case, I might use just a little bit of alcohol just to hold it in place. And if you all want to do that.
Oh, I just did what you did. I tried.
Yeah, and it's easy to do because it is folded. So I'm just going to use a little water or alcohol to hold it in place and then just lay it down. But you know what? It doesn't have to be tight like a little porcupine's tail.
Well, I don't know.
I think, you know, if you can just wrap it around, see how it just gives that little curl? So, I mean, this is, you know, don't worry about getting it tight. It's okay. It'll work either way. You just want that little bit of twist to your strip of paper.
And you want them all done that way?
Yes. And you're just going to do, you know, five or 6. And actually, see, I just broke that one.
I just broke that one in two.
I was trying to wrap it around my finger, and that was not successful. But that one I just kind of did, just wrapped it a little bit. But I really think a pencil works the best. And listen, if you don't want to use these strips, you can, as I said, use curly ribbon. I think it was just giving it a little different shape.
Well, I like the old-fashioned feel of it. It's fun.
Well, that's why I included the brown beads, because I thought it would make just something interesting. Now, what I did in mine is, number one, each of your little packets, like your beads, has like a tablespoon. And that's all you need. You just need a little bit of what I call the filler that's in here. There's about a tablespoon of beads.
Okay.
And use one or the other, not both.
Okay.
And that way you can add your strips of paper and then your little colored pack. You can try adding all of that if you want to. I think the stars shouldn't fall through, but the bells might. But they're in there. They're in there. The idea, as I said, is not to overload it. What I did was I had a little miniature bow that I added. It was soft. I could put it in that opening. And that's what you're going to do. We'll get to that. I just want to kind of describe that. But yeah, go ahead and get your little ball out. But if you want to personalize these, I even had some beads that had the alphabet on it, and I was able to find Roberta.
Oh, cute.
That's just floating around there. I think I put in a little mini basket, and I put that in there. So you can personalize these. If you're doing it for a little girl, you might be able to get a Barbie shoe in there that's soft and kind of bend it and put in there. But be careful that you don't do it too roughly, because you'll break that. Okay, break that top. All right, so pull your little metal thing off, your little metal topper.
Okay.
And that, what I did was pour your alcohol, just a little bit of alcohol in there, inside of it, kind of cleans, because I've had these balls for a long time. They could be dusty. A little more than that. Because you're going to end up washing the outside, a little more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me show, yeah, so you can see it. You want enough in that ball so you can swish it around.
Is that,
Yes. So then what you can do now is you can either pour it in your hand. I'll take the alcohol. You can either pour the alcohol in your hand and rub it on the outside, or you can pour it in a towel and wipe your ball off to get the excess dust off. Okay. And that just cleans it off.
and the alcohol, that works because it dries inside?
Yes.
Ah,
That's why I use the alcohol, because it dries fast. You can just let it there, find a safe place for it, because it's your wreath that we're going to work on next. I wanted you to clean the ornament ball out, and I wanted you to do your strips.
okay.
You know, kind of tighten them in a ball. But the best way, as I said, is wrap them around there on the pencil, and then just kind of lay them down so that they don't unravel, so you can make your little curlicues. So I am going to just take my toys, and I'm just going to move it over here for a minute. And this is what we're working on. Okay. This one is a little hard. You will have directions. Should be able to pull that, but maybe not. If not, just tear it open. Yeah. You're going to have a set of instructions that will tell you what's in your what you need for each ornament. And like for the wine cork wreath, you should have in your little bag, because your separate bag is all the ones. Hold it up, Carolyn, so that they can see it. That is your wine cork wreath, and everything that you need is in there. Your 7 wine corks, your 3 little buttons, your bow, your green glitter in the package, and then also in with the buttons is a little ornament hook. All right. So you have the choice of, I should have had you get some. I will show this and then I will pass it around. Okay.
Should I do glue? You want the glue?
I like the tacky glue. It doesn't dry fast, but if you don't know what you're doing,
Roberta,
have
where
to
would you buy
adjust.
that kind of glue?
These
You can
corks.
get it at Walmart,
These are glue
or you
guns.
can get it at Dollar Tree in Kingsland or Marble Falls.
And you go, what you're going to have, and I've shown that there is a ball, and I've put the X's on it, how you're going to do the placement. And what I did was you need 3 for the top and 2 at the bottom and 1 on either side of those 2 on the bottom, which is like this. See these 2 on the bottom? And then you're going to offset 1 on the left and 1 on the right. On the top, you have the 3 corks, 1 in the center and 1 on the left and 1 on the right offset. What I tried to do, and it really probably doesn't matter, but if you can see, I tried to, ooh, are you okay? Yeah. I tried to line them up where you could see, the name of the, oh neat, the name of what's on the cork. So one's going down here, one's going down this way. And I try to put the middle one facing up on the top. The bottom one's not so much, but look at how I did that, see?
Oh,
And you can turn it to get it the different ways. But you know what? It's not critical. It is not critical. Okay. So I'm going to let you, if you want to use the glue, and maybe, Carolyn, if you want to squirt some of that glue onto your cardboard that's there. because I think for the first time, use the glue. But I'm going to do it this way so you can see how I've placed it. So here's my 3. And so on the middle one, I'm going to kind of put it down on the side, the glue. I'm using hot glue. And then I am placing this one like that. Okay. All right. See that, Carolyn? And then I'm going to go on the other side, hot glue. And this is just, it is really.
So how are you doing the glue on here?
You're going to do it the same way. You can either use your finger or use one of those pencils to put it. And you know, the hot glue is not bad because you can pull it off and redo it. Like I just made a mistake. Yep, see? I did. So it's really, you know, and hot glue is not bad because you can pull it off. I'm going to have to redo that.
Trish, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is where, don't worry about this right now. We will do it later on at the end of the presentation. Because it is, the hot glue is really hard to align them correctly. And so I'm going to show you what worked for me at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's another
And
thing.
I
You
ended
might
up
want to
doing the
use a
glue
whole lot.
myself as you instructed me to.
personally
And
think
it took a
the
day
glue,
or so
even though
for
it
it
is
to,
problematic to
I
use,
left it to dry on my desk, but it
But I
did
think it
dry in a
holds
really
better.
good circle with after I put all that pressure
even
on
with the
it.
hot glue, you
Yeah.
probably need to hold it a little bit more till it sets.
I was making a Mr. Piggy a
Hot glue gives you
painting.
so,
Well, it's here, but they're making these ornaments. So there's one in the office in there, and then the other people are at home.
That is Rhonda.
That they filmed that ahead of time.
and now I'm going to do.
Oh, this is my phone call.
Okay.
What is this? What is this square in the middle of my video?
So for your bottom,
It is me
4,
turning
I'm gonna
off
put the
the
2
public
together,
computer
'cause
so we
that's your
don't hear
base.
people in the outside.
But can they
And
see?
then your
There you go.
cork
Okay.
that goes on the left or the right is going to be up and out. You're going to raise it up a little bit and turn it out. I don't know if you can see that. Does it show on the?
See, it looks kind of cattywampus to me.
Okay, yeah, because you're trying to make the circle.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, okay.
All right, so I'm going to add this one. And that is another one of the benefits of just the regular glue is.
This is the glue I use.
So here I am, I'm gluing the one.
Do you want me to
Eileen's
stop
tacky
share
glue.
so you can show it to people?
Oh,
I'm
okay,
holding
yes.
glue sets.
This is the glue I'm using. Eileen's tacky glue is thick. And so it's much better. Let me turn it. It's much better than Elmer's glue.
All right.
And this is what you want to use. Thank you.
Okay. Let me get back. There you go. Sorry. Share screen again.
What am I doing? Nothing?
I had the video still going in the background while you were talking, so I turned it off.
There we go. We're up. Now I got to make it bigger.
Plastic or some kind of composite.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, it's paused.
So they don't stay together well.
Ah, okay.
So real cork is a little bit, it's harder. You can buy plain ones at a hobby store or probably Amazon. And
Me too. Bye-bye.
They're easier to glue, believe it or not.
Oh, sorry. You can edit that.
Okay, so there's my 3, my 4, right there, see?
Mhm.
My bottom ones.
Okay.
Now,
Mine's not home.
it's not, you're going to have to set it, what I did at home was I set it up and
Like
I,
this.
yes. And then I put like jars on either side of it. But I can hand over. All right, now, that's not, I probably should have.
Are you doing blue? Yeah.
Yes. That's, I probably needed to do mine, bringing these outer 2 on the bottom up a little more.
So where do I need to, once I do these 3? It's not sticky.
It's not going to, it's not going to.
It's gonna take a while for it to.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for it to set.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So once I get those 3,
That's why you're going to set them aside,
oh, okay.
right? Now, you're going to put 2
Two
together and then one on the left and one on the right. And because you want to form a circle. Now look at mine. It's not a circle. I needed to put these bottom one, the ones on the left and the right up higher.
Okay.
But the benefit of me using hot glue is I can pull that off and redo it.
Is there 6 total?
7.
7. Oh, yours fell on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to redo this. And this is the hard part. I am telling you the truth here. It's aligning these. But you'll be so
Do you
proud of
think the
yourself.
hot glue works better?
It's faster, but the thing about it is when it cools, if you've made a mistake, you can peel it off and redo it. Because I needed to pull it off to make them a little higher. And when I'm through here, I will very happily pass the hot glue on to you. So if you want to wipe that off,
The glue?
yes. And I'll let you use the hot glue. I was just trying to, see, I think,
And these 3 are kind of holding. Sort of.
well, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a couple hours. All right, that's kind of the idea.
Okay.
Right here, see?
Ah, got it.
I don't know how it looks. And always check both sides of it.
See, the thing is mine are still squishy, so if I
Yeah.
pick it up.
And I almost think this one needs to come up a little more.
It just made
Aren't you glad I gave you one easy one and one tough one?
yes.
All right, there, I think I did it. Carolyn, here. Get you some glue sticks. Here's this. Oh, yeah. I think I got the table hung up on it.
So just a little glue
Now, run it along the edge,
all the way down.
all the way down. And then hold it in place. More.
All the way down.
Okay, now is that the one for your bottom?
Yes.
All right, put the
yes.
2 together, side by side.
Like that.
Yes. And
Set it down.
no, you can lay it that one flat, but hold it so that it cools.
Like that.
Yes. Now, that part's the easy part. It's getting the little guys on the left and the right that is hard, because your goal is to make a wreath. Does that look like a wreath?
Yes, it does.
Okay. But even then, the one is higher than the other.
So now these are gonna go,
They're going to go one on the left and one on the right.
right here,
Yes,
like that.
yes. And see, these need to come down. Because you want to make a circle.
So I just want this,
I think if you,
put it on this one,
yes,
just like I did those.
yeah, more. One more, one more. There you go.
Stop.
That's all right, as long as you didn't burn yourself.
And just kind of put it on the side.
Did you want to get, there's some glue guns on that shelf.
I'm gonna see what it looks like with gluing it, because it seems to be okay.
And what I did at home was, where's your bottom? This is your bottom, this is your top.
Right.
And your top should get to the bottom of that. So what I did at home was I kind of put, actually, you don't even need that. You just need to put something heavy on it.
Ah, gotcha.
And even probably to the sides. Out round.
So Roberta, do I want to take this one,
Huh? Go ahead.
like up here,
Up higher,
higher?
like
Oh, okay, got it.
I think that's
like that. Got it?
I got it.
Okay, that one, see if you can move it a little bit. Or move that one down, if that one's already in place. Move it down. Like that. Okay, I think that was, now hopefully these will match up.
I probably need to, 'cause this one's not holding.
You don't have enough glue on it.
Yeah, I need to hot glue these.
Okay, then there's your, wipe it off.
Yeah.
And while you're wiping off, I'm going to bar the glue gun.
I need something flat on there to keep it.
Yeah. Heavy.
I'll get it on.
You have a few of those. Yeah, you do. Okay, so
Don't
there,
follow that box behind your
thank you.
feet.
You think I need to move that?
Yeah, I really do.
Thank you. I'm glad that you're
We
all
don't
watching
want
out.
to, we don't want to have to pick you up.
I don't want you to have to do that either.
Roberta, how long does it usually take for it to dry if you're just using the glue?
To get a really good seal on it, I let it overnight.
Okay.
And, you know,
Yeah.
not
How
trying
about
to
for
hit a
the
time
hot glue?
schedule, you know, when you're
Where
doing
could
this
you
by
hang
yourself,
those?
you can play around.
Um,
Even at, say, I've done this one,
I
two,
think I
three-
ended up using the tacky glue
Mm,
Yes.
rather than the hot glue, because I never could align them well.
Yes.
And with the tacky glue, I could align them. And
ah,
what I did was I laid them on the table
Forget about that one. Okay.
like this. You know, I lined them in a circle.
I'm gonna
I put
pause
the,
and stop share. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pause and stop share so people can see you.
okay, so what I did at home was I put it on my kitchen table. Oh, can you see? I can't see. I can't see.
I can see it.
I think one of the things since we're pausing, is the one that's going to be at the top. Go ahead and use like a straight pin or something where you can poke a hole on your top cork and put your ornament, open up your ornament hook. See? And I put it in there. Do that before you glue it so it doesn't all fall apart on you. So that way you've got it in. But then I think the best thing is just to line them up. Just like we said, you're going to line them up, standing up like this on your table. You're going to have the one at the, let's see, you're going to have one in the center at the top, one on each side, two at the bottom, and then one on each side of two at the bottom. You're going to line it up like that with your tacky glue. And don't, that tacky glue is thick, just run it down the sides on the inside and glue them around. Hold it together a little bit and put something heavy on top. And just over the course of a couple of hours or, every 30 minutes or whatever, just go back and squeeze it together. Okay, on a flat surface. And then what I did after it was all dry was I went back with some more tacky glue and filled in my gaps.
Okay.
All right. And really, I don't think you can see the tacky glue. It dries fairly clear. All right. So while we're discussing this, what you're going to do when it's finished and after it hardens really good, overnight, you're going to take your glue, your tacky glue, or in this case, you could use Elmer's glue. You're going to open up that little envelope that has your green glitter and put it down on a piece of wax paper. Then you're going to take it and you're going to put glue in your finger and just rub glue in a circle around your ornament. Then you're going to turn it upside down on your glitter. Then lift it up and kind of shake it. And go and do the other side so that you have it on both sides.
Cool.
All right. And then after that, you don't have to worry too much about the glitter. It stays on pretty good. You're going to go ahead and you're going to put either hot glue or tacky glue, in this case, hot glue. Before you put the bow on, you're going to put your 3 buttons on it, your red buttons for your berries. And I keep doing it cattywampus.
They look cute.
One here on the bottom, and then, there. One on either side. And then a little bit of glue here with your bow. And there is your ornament.
Cute.
Now, probably after making this one, you'll say, I'm not making another one of these. I think I've made two or three. And so there it is. It was kind of hard, but it really makes a cute little ornament.
It's cute for a centerpiece too.
Yeah.
Like a little display in your table.
Yeah. But that way, when you lay it flat like this, you can line it up to get your circle.
Cool.
So if you have any questions, please put in your chat box about it. But the best thing is with this one, it just takes time to place your wine corks and to let the glue set.
I think the next part of this video is showing the gluing of the
Glitter?
the sprinkles.
Okay, glitter.
The glitter, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Your one in the center, your 2 at the bottom, and then offset the other ones. Now, you have your choice. You can either leave the design there, but with your glue, you are going to open up your little packet. You might need scissors.
Want to show it on your thing over there so I can see it better?
Yes. All right, here, this edge here, open up that edge to get your,
Like at the end.
yeah, at the end, okay? To open up the glitter. That should be more than enough to do both sides. I'm going to borrow your ribbon, Carolyn, so that I can get this one together for you, because that one I don't think is going to hold up.
So we should put all the glitter down?
Yes.
Do I need to dump that glitter?
Yes. Dump your glitter on your work surface, which is either a piece of cardboard or a piece of wax paper. I didn't have this much problem at home, but I had it here. That's what happens on live TV.
This is true. Was she what? This is what happens on live TV, she said.
I'm trying to get this for you, Carolyn, so you can use this one. Do you have the push pin on that?
Yes.
Let me see if I can destroy this one. Thank you. If you all survive this one, next month's will be easier.
What are we thinking of doing next month?
Cinnamon stick Christmas tree with ribbon tied around the cinnamon stick.
Oh, fun.
So we shouldn't have any problem. Knock on wood.
Did you know in our text share databases, and I just found this out because I did a tour of it online today, is we actually have a whole section on crafts.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I was not fully aware of that.
But this one got started as Pinterest.
Cute.
I have totally messed up. I don't have another.
Well, we can do this together.
Go
You just
ahead.
continue
You
to
all
watch.
do one, yeah, you do one side and then she can do the other.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so what I did was just take your glue
Okay.
and I just did it this way. I like tacky glue because it's thick, but it takes forever to come down. So you have your choice what you can do. I covered the whole thing. You don't have to use your fingers. I did. Because that just brings out the kindergartner in me. But anyway, so say. All right, so what do you think you're going to do next? Dip it.
All right. Here we go, guys. Ooh, that turned out cute.
Very good. Now do the other side.
Okay, I'll let you do the other side. Better show.
Do
my glitter? Yeah, let's do her glitter. And then if you want to do the glue over here, it's just going to show your hands, and then I can do a close-up example.
Come on over here. I'm going to peel this off and try this again. So just put glue on here.
Yeah. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, don't press on because now the composite one will fall apart.
Gotta get it a little bit closer to inside. Beautiful. But the glue is not coming out like you done. Okay, here we go.
There you go. It's just here.
Do you want it?
What I did was I just took that spout and I just went,
Oh, okay.
you know, this is if you don't want to get your hands messy.
I just figure I'll still have a whole other one to do, so I don't want to have sugar glitter all over. Although I know it's not sugar, but it looks like sugar glitter.
Now that one held really well. Okay.
Wait, I got
One more, you do.
Oops.
That's all right. Go ahead. You can go back in there and add more. And my daughter told me something about glitter. You know, this glitter is going to be every place in the library.
You're right.
Mhm.
That's all right. I don't mind having glitter in the library.
So
It
just
makes us know the holiday season is coming.
well, it's just, you know, we all can't be stars, but we can all twinkle and glitter.
I like it.
The library clown. She's always been a library clown.
There you go.
Is this glitter or my glitter?
That glitter's good. And you know, yeah, kind of just load it around a little bit. Very good.
Very pretty. Oh, that is seriously pretty.
Cool. All right, you know, so I'm rethinking this, that on the cork, you probably need that top one, you need to put the ornament hook in first. I didn't have any problems at home. But here, I don't know if I was hurrying.
Is this
or
where you're
what.
talking about the difference between
That's a
cork
good
and the
idea.
other
I
stuff,
almost always know
Roberta?
which the top one is too.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the composite corks, and they're very hard. You really can't glue them together. If I were to drop this, it would probably break all apart. So the real cork
Do.
is what can glue better.
Real cork glues better?
Yes, real cork glues better. Composite does not. I forget what I used on that. I actually think I used a silicone adhesive, and then I had to prop it. You know, together with books to kind of hold it together. So use real cork.
Okay, cool.
You can see I drink wine. No, actually, I went around to the different places and got wine corks.
We have very lovely people around here who are willing to support our craft things at the library. So it's really, really sweet. They
Yeah.
get odd requests from us all the time. Yeah, let me go back to the video.
Can we zoom to the glass ball?
Yes, let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So we've kind of already talked. So we did, we show us gluing stuff. Gluing. Yeah, the glass ball is a lot quicker. Let's see where we are right here.
Okay. Glass ball.
There we go.
This is what we're making. You've cleaned your ornament out with the alcohol inside and out, and by now it should be dry.
I'm gonna.
So
Can they see that?
And you've got your choice of, if you want to go natural tones, you've got wood beads, and then you've got a plastic
I don't want to.
pearls or clear ones or whatever happened to be thrown in there. So you can decide. Don't use both. Use either the brown ones or the kind of whitish ones. Okay? And you're going to, I tended to use a piece of paper. If I didn't have a small funnel, I used a piece of paper that I made into a funnel. And what you're going to do here, take this.
You want to show them on screen?
Actually, Carly,
I'll come over to you. You can show me how to do it. So we do one of these things?
yeah, go ahead and just, and you're gonna go, the natural tones. Okay.
I'm not
I know, and I
coordinated.
forgot how I did it, but there it is. Okay.
Make a cone.
You make a cone. Thank you. Grasping for words. And you don't need such a huge piece of paper for this, but it's what we have handy. All right. I got,
Oh, you see that?
wait, hold. Can you
I
take it?
sneeze.
I got it. She's sneezing, people.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I think it'll be edited.
All right, here we go. Of course.
Okay. Thank you. Probably what you can do is just drop it in. All right, so there's that. So
Okay.
Trish is going with natural. I think, are you going natural too?
I was, but I can do.
No, if you want natural, you do natural. Those, Carolyn, if you want to come over here and show them, and those you can just drop in. Or you can use that bag, maybe they'll pour in. You want me to hold it while you pour? All right, can you see? Here.
Are we on?
And that's all right, we always have escapees. Want to finish that line? Okay, so in that
Wait a
case,
minute,
then we
wait a
do,
minute.
okay,
Let me try this.
come here, babies, get in there. All right.
Oh, one more.
One more. So the next thing you're gonna add is, you got that? Okay. Trish is going ahead and she is adding her bag of pom-poms and bells. Yes.
I'm leaving out the pom-pom.
Okay, whatever. This is your choice. It's there for an assortment.
I like the metal and then the brown wood.
Okay.
I think that's cool. And then paper. So how do we get those little curly-cue guys in?
Well, because they're going to be curly-cue, you're going to make sure you're going to kind of curl them in there and drop it in the hole. Come over here and show them.
Okay.
Because I don't have one. So you're just going to take your little strip that you've curled, okay, and just poke it in there.
Ah.
All right, show them how they, there you go.
And what, you're putting the curlicues in there?
Yes.
Oh, so I
So
could
you
just
just drop them in?
You can just drop it in if you want.
it that way. Or you can do them, like make them really tight and then drop it in?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know, I don't think it's going to stay tight. You know, because mine,
Yeah, I like how
Opened
those
up.
turned out cute. Drop it in this way. Oh, that's kind of cute. Then it makes it so.
like so, how many do you have in there?
3.
Well, do you want more, or are you happy with the way it looks?
Oh, I have one more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. So you've got your filler beads in, and you also chose the brown cones. Then you put your colored packet in. So this is what they use. They both use the color cones, and Trish did not add the pom-pom. She did add the pom-pom. All right, and then they added the strips, which were wrapped around the pencils. Now, you're going to go back to your little home, and you're going to put the cap back on. And there should be enough of the cap. And you have your raffia bow that was in the bottom of the cap. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Well, you can use plaid, but I thought the raffia. So you're going to use a dab of glue. You want to go plaid? You can.
I like that.
Okay. So the directions said, let me get out of this. The directions said on the glass, but I think put it on the middle part of the cap. Make sure your cap, let me show them on here. Make sure that your cap, the opening is in the front. See? How that cap is, make sure it's in the front of wherever you put your bow.
Okay.
wherever you put your bow, that little opening should be in the front. You don't want your bow off center from your hook.
So put the glue on the cap.
Yeah, I would. I think I put on the directions underneath on the glass. It really doesn't matter. You just, if you want to get the cap on, it's probably better just to put your hot glue on the cap.
So you could make actually quite a few of these if you wanted
Now,
to decorate your
in
tree with
directions,
different themes,
because
couldn't
we
you?
had a problem
Yeah, you
with
could.
cork wreath. In your directions, all
And you
have-
know, another place to check, the thrift
Okay.
store here in town. Sometimes, you know, they have a box of clear ornaments there.
Oh, very
Oh,
cool.
I like that.
All right, so let me show them. So if you don't want to use the raffia bow, get some plaid ribbon and make a little bow. And there
My
is,
sound's a little low. What are you saying there?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot. But the voice, it's low.
and if you want to, you can cut.
That's cute. That's really cute too.
If you want to
Okay, so what Carolyn did was she used the plaid bow from the wreath and put it on her glass ornament.
bring those left, right.
That
side
turned out
corners
really cute.
Spread out. And if you don't want all the string you pin on the raffia, you could clip it.
Like my hair.
Well,
I'm gonna do that at home.
yeah. So there you
That's
go.
cute. Oh, I like that. Do a little clipping.
Yeah, clip it. My daughter helped me, but you know, it's better to able to subtract than have to add on.
Yes.
And that, dear ladies, is it.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
You are welcome.
That's awesome. And you'll be back in, was it November or December, to do another one with
Well,
us?
we'll go with November
Okay.
and do another one. That will be the, using a cinnamon stick as your trunk of the tree and then strips of ribbon.
Oh,
So I think we'll end this here because this is erroneous information now.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. So we will be meeting again. We'll be sharing this on December 7th, Pinterest. We're going to be doing the cinnamon stick Christmas tree. And I thank everyone for their patience and showing up to this postponed one or watching it on YouTube once it's up there with your packets. We had everybody take one of the packets, the full number of packets. So there are people out there who are going to do this in different ways. And the technical difficulty was the technical person had a flu. So, so thank you so much for being patient, Roberta. And do you have anything that you want to sort of follow up this craft with or talk about for the next craft?
The next craft will be ready. What did we do it a week before? I mean, when did you hand them out? Anyway, the
We handed them out
packets,
about a week before. I think we handed the crafts out about a week before.
and the packets will have everything in it. And I believe I'll probably have the strips cut. So this one will be easier. Just make sure you have some scissors and some hot glue to glue the star on the tree. And I think that is pretty much it. And so
Yay.
December 7th at 2 p.m.
Yep.
Right?
Thank you,
Awesome.
Roberta. Thank you for coming
Thank
back and
you.
doing this with us.
Well, I
Yay.
appreciate it. I learned a lot. Some things I shouldn't do. So we're good.
I learned a lot. It's going to be interesting to see how we do this next time because I learned definitely don't shoot from behind. Shoot from the
And,
side or
well,
something.
We do invite your comments about
Yes.
what we could do better. Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Bye.